Libra, hi, welcome to your read. We're going to be looking at the tarot for you this week. These are general reads. Take what resonates, leave the rest for everybody else. If you'd like your personal read, my email's in the description below. As well as if you just like to follow me on social media, feel free to follow me there. By the way, if you send me messages on social media, I'll read them eventually, but for appointments, make sure you email me. Because I only check the DMs like maybe once in a blue moon. I don't really check that DM, because why? Just kidding. If I check DM all the time, I don't have enough time to do what I need to do. And as you guys know, I live overseas, so I'm really busy. Sometimes I can't even do your videos during the week, and I have to get better at that, but it's just impossible living overseas and being so busy, okay? And then especially doing my clients. All right. Got my cell phone out on the table. How rude. Okay, Libra. Let's get started. Once again, these are general reads. Take what resonates, leave the rest. It won't resonate for everybody. Don't force the reads. Let's do it. Libra, I feel good. Let's do this Libra read. We haven't had a good Libra read in a while. High Priestess here. Who the hell are you ignoring? You're being sassy right now. You're ignoring this person. You don't want them in your space, or you don't want them around you here. You don't want them because they hurt you here with the Three of Swords. Ooh. This is temporary though. You don't give a shit. Seven of Swords. Betrayal. You're here just to hear the stories about the betrayal. Actually, that's actually a very good psychological way to use tarot, to hear about past betrayals that happen. And so that when you move forward into the new thing, you can kind of recognize that, oh yeah, this is actually better. It's accepting that you made a mistake and got into something with somebody. And yeah, so like I could see where this read is kind of heading, but we'll see. Four of Cups here. In the past, unsatisfaction, a lot of, like, this is kind of putting anger on yourself for allowing this to happen, but I feel like the World card, grounded, you could be dealing with the Virgo, because Virgo got this on their read here at the same spot, or could have been dealing with the Virgo, or Leo here, or Cancer, you got them all here, Gemini. Page of Wands, Ten of Swords, the Death card, and the Eight of Coins. Very interesting read. This is gonna be a time slip for some of you. I'm gonna go kind of travel back in time, way back. For some of you, this is not too recent. This is the recent past, but for some of you, this is way back. I'm feeling called to do two sets of Libras here about their past situation, okay? Those of you that had this way back in your past, stick around for the read because it'll help you with your situation now. For those of you that just had this happen recently, kind of listen to what happened to those Libras in the past, because it may kind of resonate with what happened to you and what's going to happen to the Libras from way back in the future, so that you can kind of time slip and you can put yourself in those shoes, because there's a big transformation happening here for the Libra. So it could have been, there's just straight up cheating, straight up heartbreak, and maybe you pulled out of a situation here because it wasn't grounded. Your strength is that you kind of take all those elements of the physical reality, the spiritual reality, the emotional reality, and you kind of bring those together and close them off here. Because when I say it that way, it sounds really nice, right? But when I said it at the beginning of the read, it sounds really badass. I feel like this is kind of like the Fonz from Good Time, or what was it? Happy Days, right? Like, hey, wasn't he a Libra? Check, leave it in the comments. I think he was a Libra too. I don't know why I'm thinking that. He may or may not be. I should check his chart after this read. The character, I don't even know his name, the actor. I'd have to go look it up. But that would be a very interesting chart to look at. The World card here, though, like basically the way I said it, you're pulling all those elements and grounding them together and that is the way the tarot card reader tells you. But just me as a friend to you, to the Libra, how I would tell you this is you don't give a flying shit about this person. The person that hurt you, you don't care. And if they try to come back, you're not letting it in. You're moving forward with Six of Wands here. You want to get seen. You want to be recognized. And you also want somebody to recognize you. This is a silly message, and I think it'll make some of you happy. Some of you want to get recognized for letting the person that hurt you, the way you treat them now, you think this person's a clown. And then for those of you in the past, you could have dealt with that situation, right? Way past, right? In the future energies here, what the universe is going to push you to do is a little bit of learning. The universe is going to really push you to do some sort of learning here. Exploration too, a lot of action. The universe is pushing you to do action here. Now, for the other signs, when I read this card, it's like if they keep holding back from doing it, the universe eventually forces this to happen. For you, because this is such a small action, the universe is only making you create action now. It's only pushing you to create action. You've already been in this mode. The universe is pushing you to create action. What action? Well, action to literally tell people that hurt you to get lost, get bent, eat shit. The death card here in the hopes and fears. This you're afraid that every situation in life is going to bring you this sadness. It's not. Well, Joey, how do you know that? Well, because some of you are actually being a little bit revitalized. Knowing that somebody that hurts you, you can actually be superior. And you can be on top of that situation by maybe connecting to friends and maybe connecting to people and telling them, oh, can you believe they did that? No, screw that. I don't want that person back. So I know this is just a little fear, and the hope is that there's a big change. The upcoming future, Eight of Coins. There's a lot of work that still needs to be done, as well as I'm hearing that this is somebody that's willing to work on you, whereas the past thing wasn't willing to work on you. And for those of the Libras that had this happen way back, maybe like a year or two ago, that are listening to this, you may have already found somebody that wants to work with you, or you're on the precipice of that starting and happening. And then for the Libras that just had this recently happen, where you're not so much into the dating world, this is use the Libra that they are back into the dating world, that they are finding people that want to work with them. Use that as an example, that once this passes, and through this, you've been able to experience a little bit of happiness. Although it's not an easy card, it's a temporary card. Let's see what Saturn's crows have to say for the Libra today with your universal advice. We'll take it. Four of Wands. Eight of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, because what looked balanced in the past was actually kind of like an illusion. It was kind of like, they may have put you through some sort of illusions. I think once you learn to find that happiness within inside of you, you're able to create a reality of actual physical happiness. Whereas the illusion, it was just an illusion, right? But I think the illusion is just kind of like these actions. The universe keeps kind of pushing you into like creating action. So like I said, this is learning, right? And this is learning how to make those illusions kind of like manifest on this reality. Creating these portals with this Page of Pentacles here as well is getting out of your head there. Getting out of your head, definitely. There's definitely, once you've gotten out of your head, you'll be able to kind of move forward with this learning and create this physical reality. I don't necessarily see specific energy so much as this has kind of been like a little bit of a storyteller-ish type of tarot for you. And what I can say is the past person Well, I'm not going to say what they feel for you. I see it here. But I think that builds ego. And I'm not trying to build your ego so much as I'm trying to build a little lesson for you, that through pain you found a little bit of happiness at the beginning of the read when I said you don't give a shit about this person. So yeah, that little bit of happiness, even if you mumbled it to yourself, even in not such a happy place, you find a better reality here, and it's creating that tiny little portal. Anyways, that's all the hints I'll give you. I'm sure you'll figure it out. I'll talk to you later, Libra, and I'll see you guys again next week. Bye.